Before Jovenel Moïse was assassinated, he was working on a list that contained the names of some of the most powerful people in the world, including the ones in Haiti. And I'm willing to bet you 50 Bitcoins that Michel Martelly's name is on that list. So let's talk about the power hierarchy of the drug trade in Haiti. So for Haiti, you have your top layer, which is going to be your principal suppliers and your transnational cartels. Then you have your regional brokers and facilitators, and that's going to be the Dominican Republic and your Caribbean nations. Then you have your core Haitian enablers, which is going to be your political elites, your business figures, and your corrupt officials. Then you're going to have your operations level, which is going to be your gangs, for example, like G9, Vivansum, anybody involved with Jimmy Cherize or barbecue. And then you're going to have your state actors, which is going to be like people who work at customs, docks, import, exports, etc. Let's double back to the core Haitian enablers. And one of them is going to be Michel Martelly. As I have stated before, in the DCPJ interview, Michel Martelly stated that he got a phone call around midnight 20 stating that the president's house was under attack. And that's going to be an hour before everybody else was notified that the president's house was under attack. Now, why would he be getting a phone call around that time unless he was invested in the attack of the president? Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. But if Michel Martelly's name is on that list, then so is or so was the people who are important to him. So let's talk about Michel Martelly. August 20th of 2024, the United States decided to sanction Michel Joseph Martelly, meaning the United States has officially decided to recognize Michel Martelly and his associates as the people who are destabilizing Haiti. Now, who are his associates? People of the PHTK party. Now, who funds the PHTK party? The BGO group. When Michel Martelly became president, the government of Haiti got worse, not better. And he placed a lot of people into roles in order to protect himself, his family, and his business partners. And under his presidency, the kidnapping business, the sex trafficking business, and the drug trafficking business was booming. His brother-in-law, Kiko Saint Remy, is actually a known drug trafficker. The kicker is Kiko Saint Remy works for the Sanson La Familia, who sits at the border of the Dominican Republic, and that family brings at least 40 million plus so dollars a year in the drug trafficking trade. And under Michel Martelly's presidency, the Sanson La Familia and Kiko Saint Remy was running the streets wild and would be conveniently released each time that they were arrested. Now, a couple of videos back, I did an expose of the Brandt family, and Clifford Brandt, the son of a billionaire, was arrested for kidnapping the children of another wealthy Haitian family. And when Clifford Brandt was arrested and questioned on the organizational structure of the kidnapping ring, he named Kiko Saint Remy as the number 2 in charge of the kidnapping ring, which could only mean maybe number 1 might be Michel Martelly. Now, who else's name comes up in the kidnapping and drug trafficking business? That's going to be Michel Martelly's son. Now, I'm willing to bet you that more Martelly names are on the list, and to me, that is enough motive to actually want the president to be dead or be invested enough that you're getting a phone call at midnight 20 about an attack happening at his house. Now, how did the Martellys get involved into the drug business? That's going to be, again, through Kiko Saint Remy, which is Michel Martelly's brother-in-law. And if you put 2 and 2 together, Kiko Saint Remy is the brother of his wife, Sophia Martelly, who was originally Sophia Saint Remy of the Saint Remy crime family. And if you know anything about the Saint Remy family, then you know that they have been involved in Haiti's drug trafficking since the Duvalier era, which is probably why Olivier Martelly, Michel Martelly's son, had the $5 million to make bail when he was arrested for trafficking cocaine and heroin. Like, share, repost, and follow for more.